What's up guys, welcome to Daily Refinement. In today's video we're going to go over the day in the life of a 25,000 item eBay store owner, which is me. So please smash the like button and consider subscribing. So all of these things I go over today I have shortcutted inside this folder on my bookmark tab called 25K on the Bay. So in order, this is what I do every day, Monday through Friday, and I take the weekends off. So first thing I do is I schedule drafts. I want the same number of listings going up 7 days a week, so I schedule them all in the morning. I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, have a cup of coffee, and then I schedule the drafts for the day. And I schedule the weekends during the weekdays so I can take the weekends off. Then I check Seller Hub for customer service. So I respond to all returns or item not as received requests. Then I answer all the eBay questions, and I answer all the offers, and then I answer all the questions about combined shipping. I send invoices and I send payment reminders. That's the first thing I do. The reason is because I used to just ship first, but then sometimes there are customer service issues, so I switched the order. So now customer service first. Then I pick all the items that I'm shipping that day at the same time. I ship all of my items at the same time. I ship 7 different ways. So first class mail, 4 ounces, 8 ounces, 12 ounces, 16 ounces, over 1 pound. If it fits in a flat rate envelope, I'll use either the cardboard one or the padded flat rate envelope. I am going to add 1 piece of tape on the cardboard mailer. So I didn't used to do that, but I'm going to do that because I feel like the holiday season is going to be a little bit busier and my packages might take longer to arrive, so I want them to be a little bit safer. So I'm going to put 1 piece of clear tape over the seam. If it doesn't fit in the cardboard one, I use the padded flat rate envelope, and if it doesn't fit in that, it goes into a cubic 12 by 15 poly mailer, and I use Pirate Ship to do cubic shipping. So right now I'm in the process of hiring a shipper, so that's a big chunk of my week I will get back. So picking and shipping all at the same time. The biggest issue for me was my inventory system wasn't that safe. So when I show you guys my updated system in a couple of weeks, you'll see that it's really safe and really easy for someone to pick, really easy for them to find items, and it's good. Before it was like me climbing on an unsafe ladder, and I'll show you guys my solution to that later. So then I get the items ready for pickup or to deliver to the post office. So in a perfect world, I would actually be done with shipping by 10 a.m. So the pickup is at around 1 p.m. where I'm at. But I have been delivering my packages directly to the distribution center, and that's been fantastic. My items have been arriving really soon, and I like shipping at the distribution center because they'll actually scan the packages for me. So you'll have to work with your post office to figure out a post office near you that will help you scan. Not every post office will do that. They might be too busy. They might be understaffed. It's your responsibility to figure out a post office that can work with you. The scan sheet and the kiosk do not count. So a lot of people on YouTube will talk about that, but it does not count as a acceptance scan. It only counts as a received scan. So the reason why it doesn't count is because you can have a scan sheet with 100 items on it and only ship 85. And the post office is not going to honor an insurance claim because an actual person needs to scan it for that to become valid. So you can go to the kiosk, the 24-hour kiosk, and send a package, and it'll show receipt of the item, but that's not the same thing as an acceptance scan. So I'm either going to have the pickup ready for the post office pickup when they arrive at 1 o'clock, or I'm going to deliver to the post office. That's how I'm going to get my packages to the post office. Then next is I'm going to photograph and pack items. In my current system, we photograph them and pack them at the same time. Then we list the items immediately after, and if there are any questions, we can go back and refer to the item by opening up the Ziploc bag. I'm using Ziploc bags for every single item. And just starting today, I'm going to add the suffocation warning to the poly mailers. I wasn't doing that before. I was using 1.5 millimeter thickness clear bags, which the regulations are a little bit more lenient when you have 1.5 millimeter. On anything 1 millimeter or less, you have to have the suffocation warning, and they are more dangerous. So 1.5 is a little bit safer, but I'm going to put the suffocation warning on one side of it. I've seen that some states want you to put it on both sides of it, but I'm just going to put it on one side because that's the current Amazon standard. So I think as long as it's compliant with Amazon, they ship millions of packages, hopefully it will be okay. So That's how I'm going to do that. Photograph, packet. Then we list the items, and then we put the items away. So we don't put the items away first because we might actually have to reference the item while we're listing it. So I don't put it away until after I'm done listing the item. And there are no items that are photographed and not listed. And there are no items that are listed and not put away. So if we don't have that much time that day, so if I was doing this completely solo, I would still rather do 5 items and put everything away than do 10 sets of pictures and have 10 sets of items on my phone, but none of them listed. What happens is, for me personally, the photos get lost and it just doesn't work out. If I had a limited schedule, I would still do it all the way through, just so I have that satisfaction of being completely done. So that's controversial, and you can do it however you like to do it. That's just worked for me, and I struggled for 4 or 5 years, to be honest, doing it however way I was doing it. Now that I do the photography listing and putting it away all at the same time, I haven't really lost a package since I've done that. Everything gets put away. My workspace is super nice, so that's been huge for me. So at the end of the day, I also load items in the photography area for the next day. So whether I'm doing photographs or my photographer is doing photographs, it's the same. Make sure that when you leave for the day, the next day when you come back, it'll look exactly the same. And this is huge. Not having items ready to photograph, it can really slow you down. It's not a good way to start your day. So that's the same Monday through Friday. Monday, there's a heavier shipping because it's Saturday and Sunday. So that day, I can't do any prep. And Friday for me is like the least shipping day. So because I have the whole weekend to get those shipments out. So the end of the week on Friday, I spend about an hour getting the following week set up. So prepping, cleaning, detagging, washing all my items for the next week, consolidating the items in my inventory system, making the ID labels on Avery.com, setting promotions for the week, reviewing traffic for the week, removing out of stock items. I check for duplicate items using this link. And this is a really cool tool that helps you figure out if you accidentally listed an item twice, because I'm trying to reduce my defects. Then I order the post office supplies that I need. I order the other supplies if I need those. I run payroll, which is actually automated. So for the workers that I have, they get paid automatically on Friday. And I update the bookkeeping that I do. And I do bookkeeping by category. So you guys know that in my new store, I'm keeping track line by line, but that's not how I actually do taxes. That's just something for that experiment. And I want to also say that the new store is at $1,000 a week profit. So I'm already there. The new store, the last week, is actually averaged 15 sales a day. So it's already beyond $1,000 per week profit. It took around 10 weeks to do that. So from start to finish, starting with no money, the new store, which has about 550 items in it, is at $1,000 a week profit. And the big store currently is at 25,000 listings, and I'm currently adjusting it. And that's the final piece of the puzzle, which is improving, repairing, and adjusting aged inventory listings. And I don't have to do that in my new store because I did it right the first time. So please listen to this structure to how to do it. The only difference between this way and my partner Tech and Sports, who is the best reseller that I personally know, is that he does not pack his items in plastic. He actually hangs them on hangers. But other than that, the system is relatively the same. He also orders his items so when they arrive, they don't require any prep. They're ready to photograph immediately. Also, he uses a camera with a memory card, and I use an iPhone 8 with a iPhone hard drive that I plug into the phone to transfer the photos, and then plug that into the computer to list directly. That's been the fastest because I can list directly from the memory card instead of transferring the photos. So once you start doing some volume and you're transferring photos, if for some reason they're out of order or if some reason they don't transfer smoothly, it's a huge hiccup. So when I switched my inventory system to 0 to 100,000, I don't have to spend time looking through bins to figure out which bins have open space. And so everything in this new operation for me is designed to save time. It's also designed so somebody else could help me. And I'm pretty excited because my photographer and my lister will both learn shipping. So right now it's just coincidence that I'm teaching them shipping because it's helping me build a better training process for shipping. But it's nice knowing that you can take a vacation and have your packages still go out on time without adjusting your handling time. So a lot of people say they'll never hire anybody. They always want to do it alone. And I'm okay with that. My channel is not saying that my system is better than yours or better than anybody else's. It's just pointing out that if you get to the point where you can afford to hire someone to help you, you'll be able to afford some time off. And I feel like if you're going to run an eBay store, it's a lot of work. There's a lot of stuff involved, and you deserve some time off. So I recommend you grow your store to the point where you could take a vacation. I would like to take 8 weeks off a year. I don't really take that much time off, but I want the ability to take 8 weeks off a year in just little mini vacations throughout the year when I feel like I want to spend extra time with my family. So pretty straightforward. This eBay store is set up to work without me. I'm not at that stage where it operates without me, but this store right here is designed to get to 200 listings per day, and all I'm doing is making sure that the right items are at the beginning. Once the items are in front of the photographer, everything else should be set. So I appreciate you guys. Please smash the like button. Consider subscribing. Please join our Facebook group. It's at patreon.com/theresellers podcast. I think it will take you at least 1 year when you're just starting to get the flow of all this different stuff and learn how to do all these things. So I recommend you join the year membership. It's $352 a year or $35 per month. And if for some reason you don't make your money back and you don't save time, we will give you a full refund, no questions asked. But as long as you are posting your progress, posting what you're working on, you will improve and you will save time and you will make more money. I think that the 1,200 people in the group were up collectively like $25 million. That is my guess for how much the group is up over the last year. We've been doing this group a little over a year now. The improvement in the group, I think, is it's over $25 million for 1,000 people. So everyone is up a lot. My guess is at least $25,000 on average is the improvement per person in the Facebook group, which is mind-boggling. Plenty of people in the group like myself are up more than 100,000 from last year. So I think I passed my 2020 sales a long time ago, actually, like maybe in July already. So it took me the first half of the year to pass. Actually, it took me 7 months to pass last year's complete total. So I appreciate you guys. Please smash the like button. Take care.